adventurers, what is up? It is another What's Up Wednesday, and this week we are going from phones to drones, and we are going to talk with a couple of drone flying friends and get some great tips for you if you are interested in getting into the drone flying game or upping your current game. So let's jump right into it and enjoy another What's Up Wednesday. So while we're getting this going, I got some questions about drone flying for you.
Yeah, let's go.
So, you've been flying drones for how long?
These FPV drones, it's been about late 2019.
2019, so 2-3 years?
Yeah.
2 years for sure.
Yeah.
You've been flying these things. Do you get nervous when you take the drone up?
I get nervous every time. It's you get more confident, but you know the nerves of flying a few kilometers away, the nerves of going down a hill, it's all still very real. It's more the nerves of excitement, I would say.
Okay.
Just the thrill, the rush, it's probably similar to like finding a geocache, right? That you've been taking for so long to find, or who knows,
yeah.
right? Like it's
okay.
It's yeah, the thrill.
The thrill of the flight.
The thrill of the flight, the thrill of coming back, you can kind of relax.
That's the biggest thrill, is when it comes back.
That's the biggest thrill when it comes back. After you've gone a few kilometers out and you're just like, you come back, you can like finally relax, So it's like some of the feelings that I have, while flying the drones. So now let's jump over to hear from someone brand new to drone flying and get his thoughts on what he's learned so far. This is my friend Mulder Clan, and we recorded this while out on a geocaching hike together. All right, well, we got to the end point of our hike, found the cache, and then took a little lunch break and got the drones out flying, and that is drones plural because my friend Mulder Clan here, he's got a drone also. Which one do you have?
I have the DJI Mini.
The Mini 3,
Mini
the
Pro.
new one?
Yeah.
The Mini Pro 3? Yeah, that is a sweet drone. So, you've gotten it just recently?
Yeah, got it about 2 months ago, and it flies incredibly easily. I have no prior experience flying a drone, and pretty much out of the box, within about 2 flights, I felt very comfortable sending it a good kilometer away.
Wow.
Without being too worried about it.
That's a big distance.
So got some pretty good footage in the States and Seaside, Oregon, San Francisco, and now I finally get to fly it in the mountains a little bit.
Yeah. When you fly your drone, what is the number one thing that is most on your mind while you're flying?
Not losing communication with my drone and not flying into things.
And not flying into things. Yeah, I think I could relate to both of those points. Awesome.
And keeping within the rules.
And flying within the rules, absolutely. All right, well, Mulder Clan, we got a big hike ahead of us and then back in the Jeep. So, off we go. All right, now we're going to get back to Rich and we're going to talk some more about drone flying with him. But before we do, I want to pause for a moment to clarify something that I think is important to understand if you're new to the world of flying drones. There are 2 main classes of consumer grade drone that you can purchase and use. Now, the ones that Rich is using are what are called FPV or first person view drones. Now, these are the ones that are pretty expensive. They require a lot of skill. They fly at like 100 kilometers an hour. You've got to wear spaceman goggles while you're flying them. These are a much more sophisticated level of drone, but you get those amazing first person view fly through the mountain shots like Rich does. The other type of drone that I use and that Mulder Clan uses are more what we call a cinematic view drone. They're a little slower, a little easier to control, and they're more geared towards introducing drone flying to folks who've not done it before. So with that said, let's jump back into the conversation with Rich.
But yeah, things that can help, even a new person or even myself too, is just, we plan a shot and we're like, okay, I'm going to be going through, that valley and this, gully. And then it's just to kind of, for one, do it for the first time really slow. Because like you said, these drones can go really fast. And, so if you're going down something really fast for the first time, the quality of the footage, again, like mine's analog, it's a little different with the digital world that's coming up now. It's not as good as the 4K footage that you see as the final product. So what we can do is we just fly the first stint really slow, and you just make sure that, your signal's good, that I can actually do this flight and I have enough battery life. And, so it kind of like eases the nerves in that regard is you've done it once or twice. So that, chances are the third and the fourth time, you're gonna be able to go a lot faster and the nerves are going to be easier. And, that's something, obviously editing, the power of editing, but when you're nervous, you can see it on the camera too, right? You're twitching and the video feeds kind of, so there's just a lot of things that can go on. So practice, trial runs, planning, having a spotter. Yeah, like I said, practice makes perfect, or practice makes it easier. Having somebody, like, we didn't go into too much, but of a spotter, right? You have someone who kind of, obviously some people may not know, but like spotter is a huge thing when it comes to, even like with a new person, right? Like sometimes you get lost in where you are in space, right? Because all you see is what the drone sees. But there's going to come a point in your drone flying career or hobby or whatever you want to call it, where like you're just going to have to do the shot and you're going to have nerves. The big thing is obviously the YouTube is kind of where I got the bulk of my stuff. So it's just Richie Rich FPV. It's kind of where, I started back in 2019 is late 2019 is when I kind of started. And so I've been kind of falling off the bandwagon lately, but I'm hoping to get back on, with the inspiration of this project me and Jay are working on. But yeah, that's kind of where you can find me. I do have some stuff on Instagram. My handle's kind of changed as my career's kind of changed lately. But if you type in my name, Richard Ensing, it'll come up. So it's, yeah, those are the kind of the two spots where Instagram and YouTube, and obviously I have a Facebook too, but I would say YouTube's kind of the main focal point, you know, all things drones as far as what I've been flying.
Well, we hope that you enjoyed that exclusive sneak peek of some cool content that our friend Rich has created. Again, all the contact info is in there, so if you want to follow him, we encourage you to do that. But we also took Rich, as you would expect we would do, out to do a little geocaching. So let's see how that turned out and how our little geocaching adventure with Rich went. All right, there's a geocache here, man. Let's find it.
All right, on the hunt.
On the hunt. So, base of small tree. I would say if we try, ow, not getting prickles in our fingers.
Yeah, that's step one. Don't get hurt.
Yeah, I'm not doing too well with that step today, but maybe we're gonna find it, man.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
All right, so
On the hunt here.
on the hunt. I think in that little
That
crevice.
little crevice there. Yeah, there's one here. Oh, you know what, Jay?
What do you got?
I think we got something.
What do you got, man?
Oh, feels weird.
You got it.
That's awesome. It's in its mouth. Hey!
What do you think?
He's choking on it. Saved his life. This is awesome.
All right.
Yeah, it had a weird texture to it, so I wasn't sure if it was like real life or, you know, some sort of something.
All right. Well,
That's cool.
let's get your name signed on there.
Yeah. Richie Rich FPV.
Okay, guys. So we had a lot of fun putting this together. It was a bit of a unique approach to a What's Up Wednesday, but something we're hoping we can continue. So if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and for sure, tell your friends, share the video. We'd love to see more of you coming and enjoying what we're creating. And as we bring more different guests on to do a What's Up Wednesday, we look forward to sharing that with you. So in the meantime, the one most important thing I want you to do is to cache safely and cache often.